Currently, I am in a empty compose project, and before getting started with the coding, we can move to the version catalog file and include this module for work manager. And for version, we can specify the latest one, which at the time of recording is 2.10.0. To schedule our work, first thing we need to define is the workers. So in our root package, we can simply create a new package and let's name it as workers. Within this package, we want to define a upload worker. So let's say upload worker. Now we can take context and worker params as a constructor. So we can say context of type context and worker params of type worker params. We can extend this upload worker class to worker, pass the context and worker params. So we can say context, comma, and worker params. Now within this class, we can implement the do work function. So we can override this do work function and finally return the result. So let's suppose we have a function upload file and it returns a boolean result. Within this file, we can first print uploading, then we can say print line uploading success, and finally we can return true. Now within this do work function, we can simply return the result as success or failure based on the upload file result. So we can say val upload result equals upload file, and we can return if upload result is true, then we can simply say result dot success. Else we can simply return result dot failure, or we can even return the result dot retry. So this retry will re-trigger the work. Now let's suppose our upload file is suspending function. So in order to call this upload file suspending function, we need to have do work function as well as a suspend function. So for that, instead of worker, we can also implement coroutine worker. So when we extend to the coroutine worker, we can have this do work function as well as a suspend function. So now within this, we can make call to the suspending functions. Now let's also have some delay. So we can add delay of 1 seconds. To schedule this upload worker, we can move to the main activity class and we can simply create a function. Within this, let's define a work request. So we can say work request equals one time work request, and we can make use of from. Within this from, we can specify the upload worker class. So we can say upload worker and class.java. To schedule this work request, we can make use of work manager dot, we can get instance, pass the context, and we can call the enqueue and pass the work request. So this will add our work request to queue, and whenever the criteria meets, then this work will get executed. Now to try it out, let's have a launch effect block and we can simply call the function. We can have it as private function. Now if we run our application, as you can see, our uploading work got executed. So it's a uploading, and after 1 second delay, it's a uploading success like we had within our upload file function. So this way we can schedule a one time work request. Now let's suppose we want to have some constraints, like let's suppose we want to execute our work only when the device is charging or only when the device is connected to the internet or other criteria. So for that we can simply create a new function. So let's say private function Now within this function we can define work request using the builder. So we can say well work request equals one time work request builder, and we can specify our worker. Now to set the constraint we can call this set constraints, and we can specify the constraints that we wanna have. So we can say constraints dot builder. Now we can specify the network required type. So we can say network type dot connected if you want to make sure that this work will get executed only when network is connected. We can also specify other constraints like say using set required charging. We can specify whether or not device needs to be in charging mode while executing this task and all these other constraints. So for now let's just have the network constraint. Now we can include this work request. So we can say work manager dot get instance. We can pass the context and we can call the enqueue and pass the work request. Also we need to call the build. So we can say build. Now within this launch effect we can call the schedule one time request with constraint function. Now if we rerun our application, as you can see again our file uploading is success. Currently I won't be able to show you disconnected state, but you can try it out. Like you can disconnect from the internet and try to schedule this work, and you will see that this work will get only executed once your device has the internet connectivity. So unless your device has network connectivity, these logs won't be printed that we are having within this upload file function. Let's suppose we want to execute a task that should run periodically. So for that we have the periodic work request. So this gets useful when you have use cases like refreshing the authentication tokens or getting the recent data or syncing the logs to the server. So tasks like this can be executed using the periodic work request. So for that, we can simply create a private function. Now within this function, we can define a work request. So we can say work request equals periodic work request builder. For now, we will use same worker. Now, within the constructor of this work request builder, we need to specify the repeat interval. The minimum repeat interval for periodic work request is 15 minutes, and you cannot have repeat interval less than 15 minutes. So make sure to have repeat intervals of 15 minutes or higher. So we can say time units that minutes. So specifying the repeat interval to 15 minutes, we are making sure that this work request get executed in interval of every 15 minutes. Now we can also define the constraint like similar way. So we can simply copy and paste it over here, and we can finally enqueue the work request similar to what we did for one time work request. So first we need to define a periodic request builder. We need to pass the repeat interval, and the minimum repeat interval is 15 minutes. You cannot go lower than 15 minutes. And using the set constraint, we can set various work request constraints, and finally we can enqueue this work request. We can simply call the schedule periodic work, and if we rerun our application and check the logs, again it should say that uploading and uploading success. So what this schedule periodic work will do is it will execute the work for first time, and for the second time it will execute after the repeat interval that we have specified. And let's suppose we want to delay the first execution. So for that, before calling build, we can simply set the initial delay. So using this initial delay, first work request will be delayed for the interval that we mention over here. So let's delay it for 10 seconds maybe, and we can use the time unit seconds. And if we rerun our application, now it won't get executed for 10 seconds. And finally, after 10 seconds, you can see the logs. So using this set initial delay, we can delay the execution of the first request. Now, sometimes you might want your works to get executed immediately, like this work request get executed only when there is sufficient resources and the criteria are met, but sometimes you want your works to have the highest priority. So for that, we can make use of set expedited. So let's copy this one and let's say schedule expedited work. To give the work request the highest priority, before this build, we can invoke the set expedited. So using this set expedited, we make sure that our work request get the highest priority. A app can have certain quota for scheduling the work request with highest priority. So if the quota is reached, then we have to define the out of quota policy. So we can set the out of quota policy as run as non expedited work request. Setting the out of quota policy as run as non expedited work request, what this implies is when our app has reached the limit for setting the high priority task, then this work will get executed as normal work request. We can also cancel the work, like we can drop the work request in case the limit has reached using the drop work request. But most of the time you should use the run as non-expedited work request, since it will make sure that your work request will get executed even if the quota is reached when the operating system has enough resources to execute this task. So this way we can schedule the high priority work. We can call this function within this launch effect. We can say schedule expedited work, and we can rerun our application, and if we see our logs, our work request got executed. So this way we can schedule one-time request, periodic request, and even mark some work request as expedited to make sure this work request get executed immediately. So that should be it for this video. Thanks for watching and happy coding.